Hello everyone, my name is Arya Ajay Kurchadkar and I am a legal intern at Lexis & Company and a student of 4th year BA LLB at GR Kari College of Law, Margao, Goa, under the Goa University. Today I am going to be talking on the topic of an important Supreme Court judgment, which is MX versus ZY, All India Reporter, 1997, Bombay, 406. The purpose of making this video is to spread awareness about this case because this is a major judgment for the working environment, improving the working environment of people living with HIV/AIDS. So, in this particular case, after working for some time as a casual laborer, MX was put on a selection panel of casual laborers for confirmation to a regular post. In 1990, he was required to undergo a medical examination as his post was going to be regularized. The examination revealed that MX was asymptomatic, HIV positive, but otherwise physically fit. After learning about the results of his medical examination, the respondent deleted MX's name from the selection panel of the casual laborers and terminated his contract. So here they have not mentioned the name. It is assumed to be MX and ZY. MX filed a writ petition in the Bombay High Court. ZY based their case on the rules framed by them, which provided that all employees should undergo mandatory testing for HIV and those testing HIV positive would not be recruited. MX argued that rules and the actions of ZY violated Article 14, 16 and 21 of the Indian Constitution. MX sought the following: suppression of his identity in order to avoid further stress and stigma following from his HIV positive status, a declaration that applicable rules violated Article 14, 16 and 21, quashing or setting aside of the order to remove his name from the selection panel, a direction to the respondents to provide him with a regular employment position with seniority restored, back wages from the date that the employment was terminated till date. The High Court held that in proper cases like where a person could show that she or he would not be able to prosecute his or her case if his status is disclosed, and in the interest of the administration of justice, the court will permit the plaintiff or petitioner or party before it to suppress his or her identity and prosecute or defend the proceedings in the assumed name. So, a medical test must pass the rigor of Article 14 and 21. The High Court stated that no person could be deprived of his or her livelihood, employment, except a procedure that is just, fair and reasonable. It held that if a person is fit to perform his job functions, is otherwise qualified and does not pose a substantial risk to fellow workers, a government public sector employer could deny him employment because he is HIV positive. Accordingly, the High Court found that his dismissal was arbitrary, unjust and unlawful, as it was conflicting with his right to equality under Article 14, right to employment, opportunity of employment under Article 16, and right to life and personal liberty under Article 21. Or the respondent considering the appointment of petitioner in the regular post, the High Court quashed the order to delete the petitioner's name from the selection panel and ordered that the respondent consider appointing the petitioner in the regular post, restore the petitioner's seniority, and pay the petitioner with back wages. Hence, in this case, it is being made clear that firstly, in India, the testing which is related to HIV/AIDS is not mandatory and it is voluntary. On top, it is important that the results of this test are kept confidential with respect to the person. Hence, there is less stigmatization of HIV/AIDS in the society. And this was one of the major cases of HIV/AIDS which reduced the discrimination at the workplace. Please do like, share, subscribe and comment on my video, and do like and subscribe our channel LexClick, and make sure to press the bell icon to get notifications when we post a video. Also, please give a feedback on this video and previous videos which you can see on this YouTube channel. Also, if you have any questions related to this video or previous videos, please post it in the comment section below. I will reply as soon as possible. Lastly, this video doesn't solicit any type of promotion or advertisement as per the guidelines of Bar Council of India, and the sole purpose of this video is for educational purposes only. Thank you.